showtime. Hey everybody, it's the D-Rock 300 and welcome back to more of Pokémon Sword. Last time, we finally caught up with Ryan. We took him down and we got ourselves the final gym badge. We also explored what was left of the wild areas and we had some new experiences to say the least. This time, we're going to be heading towards Wyndon, which is basically London of Galar. Before we do so, there's actually something that I wanted to quickly draw attention to. I never noticed this until last night, for a while, who was making preps for this upcoming recording. There is... Okay, there are two Pokemon that I actually completely overlooked. Two Pokemon that can be found only through the wild areas, and it actually just kind of came to me because we went through nearly the entirety of the Galar region, and I have not been able to find those other two Pokemon anywhere. I would like to go ahead and go over these other Pokemon real quickly. First off, only found her at the Stone Bridge, and also through Gigantamaxing, or I guess max raids only, you will find Cufant. This little baby Pachyderm isn't more than just a defensive wall as a steel type. Or kind of lack thereof, actually. This thing is actually more on the offensive side, something you don't normally see a lot in many steel types. Because typically steel types are known for being defensive Pokemon, and they're typically pretty slow. Not so for Cufant. It will evolve at level 34 into Copperaya, which you will be seeing later on, and oh boy! This actually kind of made me like more of this particular Pokemon. In fact, for quite some time, I've always wondered where we can find Cufant throughout the entire of the Galar region, and I actually kind of overlooked this one up until when I started making preps for this episode. But yeah, we can find one out here, no problem. Like I said, you will need to go to the Stone Bridge where you'll be finding lots of them. Or if you're lucky enough, you could potentially find one through max raids, which on its own, up to you. Just be mindful that sheer force works a little bit strange, though. Removing additional effects but gains a 300% increase into your attacks. You can't say no to that, can you? Oh well. Bye Gonzo will be buying Gonzo, I guess. Next up. Only found on the Axios Eye through max raids only. Here we go. Dreepy. The time has come for me to finally talk about the pseudo-legendary of Generation 8. And this thing totally and utterly completely sucks! I know what you're thinking. It becomes one of the greatest competitive Pokemon that's still used even to this day. It's a Dragon Ghost type and spawns a lot of good immunities. And all three of its abilities are no slouch. It is that good. So how could this thing suck? It won't fully evolve until level 60. It is easy to do so in this particular game and onward. This is the second highest level requirement needed even to this day, trumped only by Hydreigon at level 64, but it has to be at level 60 where it'll evolve into its final evolution edition, Dragapult. Of course, you have to deal with this other evolution in the process, but the point is, Dreepy, I see as a great Pokemon name for Miss Potential. And it's only found through max raids only, so good luck finding that. If you do manage to find one and claim one for yourself, feel blessed. Bring it down to more how this is as a Pokemon, it's meant to be a physical sweeper, and dang doesn't know how to use our offensive stats. Once it's fully evolved, it will have a signature move known as Dragon Dart. This is a 50 power, 100 accuracy, physical dragon-type move that acted as a multi-strike that can only be fired off twice. So, kind of works out a little bit differently, to say the least, on that. However, there are some technicalities that you will need to be aware of in the meantime. Why? 2 words. Double battles. If you ever, for whatever reason, you want to use this Pokemon in double battles with that very move, you better be prepared for what is to come. Because it'll only attack each of those Pokemon one time. That means one for one target, and it's a partner for the other shot. I don't like it either. But if you do manage to get one to its final evolution, feel blessed. Because this thing is good, but it sucks. And I mean, I really didn't want to give Dreepy a bad review. I really didn't. But it somehow managed to find a way, and I feel bad for this. But I guess I'll add a bit of an add-on to some humor to this. Dragon Darts and pretty much just shoots out Dreepy from its head, cheek, I don't know. I don't understand the Pokemon anatomy, so if you want one, have fun. Because it's gonna be a hard road getting to it. So, this Dreadnought, it may actually look a little familiar. I think. Well, if you manage to catch one here, as it is right now, you will be able to Gigantamax it into the form that you will be seeing. I like to call this its Gigantamax signature appearance. This is one of very few Pokemon that does this. In fact, soon enough, a couple of Pokemon that I have on my team right now will be able to do this as well. I was able to show off to do a little bit of this while doing some training, but I guess if it makes you feel any better, I can safely say that one of my Pokemon is definitely going to be having some fun with this. Alright. And honestly, I've been having some good luck with some of these fights with some of these AIs. Which is kind of strange. Alright, the shield is almost down. Oh boy. Not on the face! Not on the face! I think that streak's gonna be broken. Yep, it's gonna break. Oh, come on! Okay, that's bad. Alright. Alright, Delmise. Please don't do anything stupid. I'm gonna bring down the shield, and you are gonna do something about it. because this thing's gonna become rather squishy. And I mean really squishy. Uh-oh. Okay, yeah, you can target me. I guess that works too. Oh, I like that. Alright. Now we just gotta make sure that we keep its target on me. If it's plausible. Oh, that's bad. That is bad, that is bad, that is bad, that is bad. Let's go for a drum beat. And you're raising your shield, aren't you? Yep. 5 levels of that. My God. Oh, wow! Talk about a wombo combo! Well, this is gonna suck. Curse you, AIs! But that's okay. Nothing's gonna be the end of the world for me. And if it does, oh well. I just wanted to show off that. I wanted to talk about those 2 Pokemon that we can find in the wild areas. But don't worry. You'll be seeing more of them later on down the road. And trust me, you will see them soon enough. So, what are you saying then we finally head back towards Route 10, the last route of the game. And we head off for, I believe it's White Hill Station. Yep, that's about right. Alright, so. Welcome everybody to Route 10, the final route of the game. Oops. Oh well. But you know what? I think it's about time that we talk about these new guys. And luckily, there's not a lot for this time around, and we're going to be seeing the last of them pretty soon. Starting things off with the visible encounters. I should probably point out that I'm going to talk about ones that are from the south and in the north part of Route 10. Galoran Mine, Mr. Mine! Wow, that's quite the way to start things off. But, okay. Apparently, this psychic type becomes an ice psychic type, and it's no longer a dual wall. At least its movesets are rather similar in a way. Right, wrong. It has a larger variety of psychic and ice type moves because of its type and all that. But what is a Galoran in the form of Mr. Mime doing out here? This Pokemon is weird. In fact, to make things even weirder, getting it to evolve it is just as weird. And the scary part about that is I'm not even exaggerating. Thanks for the burn. Going over a little bit more about how this thing works in battle, it has a signature ability known as Screen Cleaner. This pretty much negates the effects of Light Screen, Reflect, and Aurora Veil on both opposing and ally Pokemon. So in other words, the moment that it comes out, psh, they pretty much just going to go downhill pretty quickly and like a snowman at a boiling lake of lava. I don't know if that doesn't make any sense, but who cares? This is Pokemon we're talking about here. But going a little bit more as it is, It's okay Hunter for what it is, and if you want one, go right ahead. If you're looking for a decent ice type and some of the other ones have failed you from before, well, you could do worse. Speaking of worse, Glalie, you're late to the party, and man, your stats do not live up well to what they're supposed to be. Not much really needs to be said about this. It is the fully evolved version of Snorunt, with 80 across the board, and as it's an appearance and name of what apply, it's pretty moody, to say the least. Well, considering the fact that it has a moody here for us, that's hitting ability, so I guess it can work as a jack of all trades because it's pretty balanced. Yeah, it's okay for what it is. If you do want one, Inner Focus is going to be the best one to go for, and don't even try going for the one with Ice Body. That's the only real redeeming quality hit that I have for this Pokemon. Yeah, even though that I used one in my past Pokemon Let's Play, it was okay to say the least. It's good, just outclassed. What's not outclassed is Vanillux. This thing, I couldn't give my thoughts on this thing. I really could, but I don't have to. This is, hands down, some of the best Ice-type Pokemon that you will find in the game. It may not be on the same level as, say, Lapras, but Lapras definitely has a lot more bulk in it to deal with than Vanillux. Plus, having a Snow Warning has an ability and giving your Ice-type moves a much-needed boost with same-type attack bonus, that's a good choice in and on itself. The only other real negative that I can say with it is that, once again, it resists its own type, and Ice is not exactly the best in terms of tanking hits, so I think you might see where I go with that. Ugh. Cubchoo and your Evolution Edition of Beartic. Why do the both of you suck this bad? So, Cubchoo can be found through visible encounters, while Beartic can be found in random encounters in the north of us, but just, ugh. I really want this sort of Pokemon to be better as it is. I guess you could say it technically got it, but what is it doing all the way out here? I will give it credit though on one thing though. By the time that it evolves into Beartic, which you probably would be better off just getting right out of the way, it's meant to be a pretty nice and physical offensive Pokemon with Icicle Crash as a great choice to go for, and some other decent moves that they can go with it as it is. The only real negative that I have to give for this, it starts up as a glass cannon and it's slow, and it becomes less of a glass cannon, but it's still slow nonetheless, so yeah, I wanted him to try Cubchoo, but it was pretty bad as it is, so you're not missing out much of anything. Through random encounters, we have Clank, the evolution of Clink. Can I just say, what is it with some of these in particular evolved Pokemon that are probably just as bad as its pre-evolution? Clank is perfect for double battles because of plus and minus abilities and that it has. And if you expect this thing to know Wild Charge, you're gonna have to wait a little while. Honestly, Clang's not bad, it's just weird. I really do struggle to say a lot of good things about this, but the only real redeeming quality is that it has Gear Grind as a signature move, and Shift Gear as its other. Basically, it doesn't count as a multi-hit move, and Shift Gear just if I remember correctly, boost the speed, if I remember correctly. But, all in all, you might as well use something else. To the north, through visible encounters and on a 1% encounter rate, you will find the almighty Duraludon. This thing tears things up. It doesn't evolve, but it doesn't need to. With beastly defense and amazing special offensive stats and ruthlessly strong moves that it can learn hit almost right out of the box, it could be anything that you want it to be. There is one catch that I would recommend. Don't give this Pokemon light metal for its ability. This only cuts your Pokemon's weight in half, whereas a heavy metal, if you decide to go for that instead, will double your weight. The best move that you could possibly have with this Pokemon is Heavy Slam. The heavier you are, well, against your opponent, the greater the damage. So it's all based around addition rather than just multiplication. So, not bad. A strange thing about Duraludon that I don't understand. What is the point of having Stalwart for its ability if it just ignores some moves and just has such a good resistance as it is? Yeah, I'm not exactly one for such things that's weird like that, but I guess if you want to see this on Pokemon as a bit of a jack of all trades, it's okay. But good luck finding this thing. Moving on to the random encounters that are from the north, we have the one and only Abomasnow. Everything that I said about Snowbird kind of applies to this one. This is actually one of my personal favorite Pokemon, and I kind of see this one as a little bit underrated. If you didn't want to bother to use a Snowbird from before, but you're kind of regretting it at this point, now might be a good time to use it. So, Snow Warning is perfect because that summons a Hailstorm, 100% accuracy with Blizzard, and of course, you can't say no to both Razor Leaf and Wood Hammer. Even though that it'll do some damage to itself thanks to Wood Hammer, but with such good offensive stats like that, do you really need anything bad about that? Well, I guess you could, but what's the point? The answer? Time Roulette Go? Whatever. Moving on is Stone Joiner. If there's one thing that I can describe this rock type, the ultimate partner is the best way to tell it. Why? Because of his signature ability, Power Spot. Just being next to the Pokemon powers up their moves. Not bad to say the least, but good luck using this thing for when you're not dealing with a lot of double battles, which there's not really much of there, but who cares? But yeah, like I said, it's only good for double battles because of that ability. This is similar to that of the Gigalith family, but unlike Gigalith, this thing doesn't evolve and it doesn't need to. Those stats that you're seeing right now is for what it has. Like, you could immediately wall your opponents, and it had such great moves in, to say the least. One catch. Its special stats are downright garbage. And just like with most rock types, it's slow compared to some of the other Pokemon that you've seen in the past. I think you might be seeing where I'm going with this. This is a great choice, and if you wanted to use a Pokemon that's great for double battles, but I I guess if you really wanted to use it, it's going to take a while for you to fully understand how it works. And you might just want to stick with some pretty decent amount of physical offensive moves and nothing else. And finally, we're ending the last route of the game with Iskew. Yep, it's just a penguin who has a frozen face. Hands down, one of the strangest Pokemon ever. It may not look like it at first glance, so if you want one, you might want to understand more about how its ability works, and note to the fact that its stats will change depending on how much damage it has taken. In fact, what's actually kind of funny is that it has two forms depending on its abilities as it goes through, and it has probably the funniest name for once that ice face is broken. Noise! Yeah, noise form. And I'm not even exaggerating when I say this, because I laughed at that so hard that I couldn't even stay focused on that. From just wow. It goes from being a defensive Pokemon at first to becoming a great sweeper, and even though you could technically do some good for how it'll work, the only way how you can go about this and to be good in its defense state once again is that if you are back into it being in a hailstorm. So yeah, I like this thing, but it's just weird. I tried using one in the past, but even that disappointed me. So, if you want one, go right ahead. I'll let you be the deciding factor on how it'll work, and if it's any good, then maybe you can try using it for something in the future. Man, that Pokemon can really break the ice! Ugh. We get a Power Herb, a single user item to be held by a Pokemon. It allows the holder to immediately use a move that normally requires a turn to charge. So moves like Solar Beam and Sky Attack are the best things to have for this. Oh, actually, I never showed this off, did I? Get a mystery gift. I want to check something real quickly because I think they're officially done with giving mystery gifts. This is something that you can no longer do in this game, but yeah, nothing was found. Oh well. But not the reason why I came to this. No. We are here to do one last... Actually, this is going to be the second to last cooking that we're going to be doing in the game. There will be another time, a little bit later on, and it's going to be a lot of nice, happy, fun times. I've been stocking up on berries lately because I've been running low on them lately, so... I'll throw in a Roselli berry and maybe, whatever that is. Alright, in this our frozen location, we are going to fan the flame, and we're going to make the whole location just melt all around us, because apparently we're a pyromaniac, and we're just going to keep fanning it until this thing starts boiling, and it's going to be a lava. We just catch fire already! Thank you. Alright, let's mix up the security here. You know, something tells us throwing in a Roselli berry in there was probably a bad idea, so... I think given what's going on right now, I think it's not gonna hurt me too much, will it? And bada bing, bada boom! Yeah! The clearance stand! Fried food. Ooh, that actually looks really good. Yeah. Yeah, we will be doing cooking for one last thing later on down the road. Alright. Hiker Donald. And you have a Gigalith. During the BIOS, I decided to finally give my buddy here, Freezy, an upgrade. How? Give it a Thunderbolt! Shut it down! Uh-oh. 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 Maybe I shouldn't have done that. Go for a freeze dry, at least go for something. Uh-oh. Oh, come on! Yeah, this may complicate things a little bit. But you know what? It'll be fine. Every little thing's gonna be alright. Right? Yeah. You got this. Alright. Sending out a Wyndon. I'll take the risk. That might have hurt me a little bit, but I don't care. Scold this bitch! Man, that's what I call a scolding. Eh? Like almost schooling. You're good. Alright. Let's gotta switch it up a little bit. Blue Flare, come on out there. You haven't had any attention all episode, so let's fix that, shall we? Oh. Alright, you know what? Let's do it! Darmanitan versus Darmanitan! Let's find out but which Darmanitan sucks the worst! Apparently yours! Okay, I don't know why it immediately sounded like that. I've had none thinking about it. Yep, I'm stuck with using Thrash. Oh. Can we talk about this? Oh. Okay. Yeah, good idea. Maybe we shouldn't have talked about that. Grapple lock. Alright, go for a Razor Leaf. Oh boy. That actually hurt. But then again, this is kind of your fault, and you're kind of facing off against me in a hailstorm. But then again, we're all a bunch of mess-ups, aren't we? There you go. It's okay, Glenn. But you wouldn't happen to be connected to our Glenn Close, would you? Oh, hey, it's you guys. But aren't you guys supposed to probably bundle up a little bit more? Yep, it's the same ones from before, but their Pokemon just evolved. Let's see here. I'll do the Ice Punch on the Heliolisk, and we'll do the Avalanche on the Klinklang. Neat! I will take it. Yep. You're grind, yep. Would you stop that, please? Okay, yeah, that's good. God, you got in the way, bird! That's bad! That's bad! That's bad! That's bad! That's bad! Oh boy. Oh, shift gears. Okay, yeah, it does raise your speed, but it also raises your attack stat by a little bit. So I was on the right from before. Yay! Okay. Perfect. So now we just got you outclassed, but oh boy. Well, alrighty then. But it's okay. Yeah, we got this one in the bag. And I will send out Ennard. Togedemaru. Okay, that's a good choice. I'm also doing the BIOS. Ennard learned a new move. This is Fire Lash. It's basically more powerful than Flame Charge. And I like that. Even though it's got Iron Barbs, that's gonna make me hurt a little bit, but it's okay. We're almost to freedom. Let's see here. I actually want to hold on to those max revives for now. And I think we have one or two more trainers left to come up against. Or not. So, we're here in Wyndon. Yep. Welcome to London, everybody. Don't lie, it totally looks like London. In fact, the location that's right in front of us when we got to the place is totally King's Cross Station. Alright, Wyndon City! This is the place where I become the legend at last! You get it, don't you, mate? After all, I'm about to become the new champion of the Galar region. That's it. I'm headed straight for Wyndon Stadium. Don't waste too much time, Derek. You should head there yourself. We could do that. We really could do that. But we're not going to do that yet. Because... Of course I want to swing by to the Pokemon Center, because what idiot wouldn't do that when they come to a new location like this? Alright. And what do you got over here? Quick balls? Yes, please. And I think that might just get me through for pretty much the rest of the game, if possible. Let's see. I'm gonna do some selling of some items. And apparently a feather costs 500 in this game, which is kind of strange. Yeah, if you've been doing some max raid battles, especially if you're doing some of the higher ranked ones, this is where you're gonna be doing a whole lot of selling of your junk. Because what are you gonna do with it? Yeah, over 300,000. Let's see here. Yeah. Let's see here. There's not a whole lot for us. Oh, we got a cafe right here. I bet you we kind of neglected going to the cafe, so on this one, but you know what? Yes. A quick battle here at the cafe won't hurt anything, right? Surpuff and Alchemy. The very same Pokemon that we saw from earlier, but this time we're prepared. Because the best part is I have no dragon types in this one. We'll go for an Ice Fang on the Alchemy, and we would do an Avalanche on the Slurpluff. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, boy. That wasn't nice. Alright, you know what? Because of that, I am going ahead to rain blue eyes on your face. Oh, come on! I do not like you. But you know what? You mocked me. And now, you're gonna get it now. Wood hammer to the face! And watch, I'll take maybe like 1 damage from that. Was that really 1 damage? Okay, I have to see that. I need to look at that. Alright. A medium experience candy. Okay, and the moment of truth. Yep, 1 damage. Oh, love it. I like it. I like it a lot. And now, for the boutique. I think it's about time that I get myself an upgrade. A motorcycle jacket. Oh. You know what? Gimme. Even though this thing is pretty expensive as it is. Oh, okay, it's just... I'm liking these leathers. Let's see here. Some caps. Yeah, I actually kind of like this look. Kind of makes it look like a badass. You'll never make me a badass. There's a lot into this place that we have to explore. Come over this way, I believe. There should be an item around here that yep, right here. A blob of black sludge. I actually got black sludge from before. When I did that little trade back in Stowaway, I believe it was. Oh, hello. Hey look, it's a nugget. There's a stadium, but I don't want to go to the stadium yet. There's something going on over here. Oh, hello. A bomb mushroom. Cheers, love. Go this way. We got this, another rare candy. We got you, a grassy seed. Boost defense on grassy terrain. Like it. I like it a lot. Except I'm not gonna use it. Okay. Come over here. Was there anything of interest for us? Didn't look like it. Is there really nothing? Could have sworn that there was something. Come over in here, though. King's Cross Station, everybody! Come over up here, though. And apparently again. Oh, you can. Yeah, we can. Picking up a can of lemonade. Let's see here. Not gonna serve me anything? Terrible customer service. So I think we're probably gonna be taking care of the stadium in the next episode. Got the Pokemon right here. You know what? Yeah, maybe I'll give me some more Ultra Balls. You can never tell when those days could come in handy. Alright. Was anything over there? No. You guys say anything funny? Alright. What's this? Station you want to go to. That just takes us to past stations. Don't need that. Just kind of go off in this direction. And we got these houses over here. Okay, there we go. My mom and dad both work for the league. They're always away from their champion matches, and it's well boring here on my own. Shouldn't one of your parents be like a stay-at-home parent or something? Let's see here. What do you say? No, okay. The truest evolution for Pokemon is, I believe, becoming part of a team of true friends as they live together with and grow close to humans. Well, that's called a spiritual bond that works in so many ways. If you make it into the stadium's big screen during the finals, then the whole world will know my face. But you are a beauty, after all. I'm willing to bet you that a lot of people would know about you. Seems I've run out of time to reread all the books I've got on my shelves. But even looking over their spines and reading their titles brings back lovely memories.
Well, they can help you inspire with some good things, like
Write fanfic stories. Or envisioning things that are what you've seen from before. Such for a frost moth. And you wouldn't happen to have one, would you? You're traded from a Durulodon? Frostmoth is the evolution of small, or... Never mind. Basically, if you manage to find one, evolving one, you can trade it for a Durulodon rather than having just to go through all that. But... I'm not gonna worry about it too much, though. You. Well, now what's this? If you have a Rotom phone and a bike, that means you must already know how the Pokemon Rotom absolutely loves to jump into all sorts of different motors. If you want to find out how a rotor enters motors, then try to best my very own Rotom. Okay, sure. I'll play your game. Alright, Isaac. Isaac Newton? Oh, okay. So Rotom right here. He can possess out of one of several different forms. And it could be, well, all over the place. This one is Rotom, which is an electric and grass type. Which, not gonna worry too much about it in the slightest. I say that just for when I have a burning problem, and that's not good in any way. And it'll also come with Leaf Storm as its signature move. But lucky for us, it'd be no problem on that one, eh? Yeah. Alright. Yeah, after this I'm gonna go heal. And I think I'll send out Heart next, because if I have a hunch of what's coming next, it should be maybe... Heat Rotom? Which is an electric fire type? Yes, it is. This thing will have Overheat. So, goodbye. I'll cool your jets. Or I guess in this case, Heater. And I believe this one is arguably one of the best forms, Wash Rotom. Alright, so go for a drum beating. Okay. Don't know why yours are at level 34, which doesn't quite fully make a lot of sense. And you're posing like you won. You defeated every one of my Rotom. You should be able to put this catalog to good use. A Rotom catalog. A catalog of devices that Rotom likes. Use the catalog to have Rotom hop in and hop out the various devices listed within. If you use the Rotom catalog, it will let Rotom enter all sorts of home appliances. And of course, Rotom can get out again. So wait a minute. I actually never tested this. Oh, okay, so we have to have like an actual Rotom with me. The one on the Rotom Dex and the one on the Rotom Bike won't work. If I come to think of it, I don't think we've ever seen a Rotom yet. Halucha, that's it. That's the ticket. Maybe you can do it a bit sharper the next time. Yeah, I'm gonna stay out of that one. Actually, can we do anything with this building? It doesn't look like it. Oh, sorry. I'll let you have your picnic elsewhere. Just don't share it with the bear tank, because it's gonna get into that picnic basket. This Mr. name is Marcel. It's really amazing. Whoa, whoa, whoa there, Marcel. I always thought that Marcel was French, but apparently that's not the case. Alright. So now that my team is going to be fully healed up, I say that we're going to go ahead and end things off from right here. So, next time, we head for Wyndon Stadium. And we take on the League Challenge, where we prove ourselves against the whole world that we're going to take them on with confidence. See you guys then.